Today's video is going to be everything you guys need to know about building muscle. Lesson number one, coffee really doesn't have much to do with muscle building, but I start every single day with it. It is, what time is it?
7:25.
It's 7:25 in the morning. We are up early today, getting the day started early. We went to bed early last night. Like, we actually went to bed early. It was like, I think 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock. I'm gonna take you through the entire day. It is PH3 week 7, day 5. But throughout the video, I'm gonna give you guys tips and advice that are, in my opinion, the best, not necessarily rules, but more or less guidelines to building muscle. All right, guys, it's just about noon. We have been working basically non-stop for the entire morning. I think since, like, it was 7:30 when I talked to you guys, I think, last. And we've been just non-stop, wired in, going. We are making lunch now. It is 12. And so brings me to my real first lesson, calories. If you guys want to build muscle, get stronger, anything that involves building, you need to be eating enough. If you're not eating enough, your body's not gonna have that energy. Calories are energy, first and foremost. And if you're not getting enough food and enough energy, your body's just not going to respond and get stronger and grow. So, find my best advice to make sure you're eating enough. One, find your maintenance, okay? Maintenance calories are gonna help you maintain your weight. From there, increase your calories by 10, 15, maybe 20%, depending on how aggressive you wanna get, and go from there. You wanna, if you're trying to get bigger, trying to get stronger, I would say you might wanna try and put on about half a pound to maybe a pound a week. Not anything more than that, might be too aggressive. If you start getting more than that, it'll be most likely be fat, and that will be bad. So take it nice and slow, find your maintenance, eat a little bit above it, and go from there. So for lunch, keeping it really, really simple, just some chicken and rice. And I'm probably gonna toss on some Bolthouse Farms honey mustard. So this video is not gonna be really based around like what to eat and when to eat and how much to eat and all that stuff, because everybody's gonna be so different. And so these are just very like general tips that if you follow these, you will more likely than not be able to put on weight, put on muscle, put on strength. So with that being said, I'm gonna eat this, probably get back to work afterwards, and then next clip will most likely be at the gym. Alright, we're gonna see if this works. It's very unstable, but we are finally on our way to the gym. If you haven't heard that Chainsmokers song yet, definitely check it out. It sounds basically just like Roses, but it's good either way.
Every other Chainsmoker song.
Yeah, every other Chainsmoker song, but it's good. It's with Coldplay, so the vocals are good. Anyways, we are on our way to the gym. I have currently...
It's 5 o'clock, by the way.
Yeah, it's 5. We've been working like mad people all day. What I want to talk about right now is nutrition supplements, kind of briefly. But I am having a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Oh, here we go. Peanut butter, banana, and honey sandwich right now. And in addition to my pre-workout drink. So, purpose of this clip is to talk about supplements. A lot of people, when they're trying to put on muscle, especially new goers to the gym, okay, I'm gonna hold this. Especially new goers to the gym, people who are fairly new to it, and even people who are experienced, they overdo it. They really overthink it, and they don't stick to the basics enough. They wonder, how much should I be eating? What should I be eating pre-workout? What should I be eating post-workout? What supplements should I be taking? And take home here is just keep it simple. Eat good, nutritious, whole foods. Don't complicate it more than it needs to be complicated, especially when you're starting out. You don't have to be taking a million different things just to put on muscle. If you do the little simple things well, the muscle will come. So as far as what I'm taking right now, I am taking creatine, glutamine, and a pre-workout. So, I mean, those are my favorite supplements to take. They're simple, they're not overly complicated. So again, take home, keep it simple, and work hard. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say. You want to say anything about that?
I don't think you need supplements. I can't speak because I'm weird. No, I can't speak. I'm frozen. Okay. Oh, she's having she made a smoothie. So with protein. With protein. That's the only supplement I take. And glutamine and aminos.
Yeah.
That's it.
What protein powders and stuff like that, it's really not important. the big picture is making sure you're eating enough, eating well, and training hard.
Remember, supplements, I can't really speak. Supplements are exactly that. They're supplemental.
Yes, exactly. Alright guys, so just finished up the workout. Today was PH3 day 5. So normally it would have been deadlift and bench press. However, if you guys watched my previous video, you'll know I mixed up day 3 and day 5. So I actually did squat and bench press today. So while I have you here, I want to talk about my next point in building muscle, and that is training. Alright, training is so important. You know, it's right up there with nutrition. And you know, one of the biggest things with training is training smart, okay? I see people all the time just training, I'm just gonna say it, training dumb. And one of the biggest things that I see is people just not doing movements correctly. So biggest thing I can recommend to you guys is do your research. Do your research on exercises, make sure you're doing them right. If you have to enlist the help of a trainer at your gym, definitely do that. Look the exercises up on YouTube, ask people, get information, and do things right. I see so many people doing bench press, you know, halfway down with a lot of weight. Leg press, load the leg press up with like 8 plates on each side, going quarter of the way down. I see some guys who are a little on the skinnier side doing biceps and triceps and lateral raises to get bigger. All right, so my next point is not only train smart, but train correctly. And I guess it kind of goes hand in hand with train smart, but just know that doing bicep curls and doing lateral raises and doing triceps and doing leg extensions are not going to help you get bigger and stronger. You have to do squats, you have to do deadlifts, you have to do bench press. Whether the bench press is with a barbell or a dumbbell, you know, whatever it is, you need to train the big compound movements, the big muscles, if you want to get bigger and stronger. You know, that's just it. You know, I hate seeing people waste time with doing biceps and doing triceps. Yes, they're great accessory work, and yes, it's good to target a specific muscle, but if you really want to build overall size and overall strength, you need to train the big muscle groups, compound movements. And a compound movement is training more than one joint at a time. So a bench press, you're using your shoulder and your elbow. A squat, you're using your hips, your knees, and your ankles. So the more joints you can incorporate to one movement, the more muscle you're going to use, the more strength you're going to gain. All right, that's plain and simple, the easiest way to think about it. So train smart. So before I go, I want to touch on the squat just very, very briefly. I want to kind of go over my setup and how I approach doing a squat. So I'll play a few clips, everything ranging from my lift off to my actual rep. And so I think this squat in almost any lift really depends on how strongly and how confidently you lift that weight. So if you see right as I lift the weight, I lift it up very, very strongly, okay? I try and put that barbell through the roof. What that's gonna do, it's gonna allow your body to feel like that weight is very light. If you lift it up really slow, it's gonna feel heavier. You're gonna think, your body's automatically think, okay, I'm under a lot more stress. If you can lift it up really, really strong, make it feel light, it's gonna set the tone for the rest of the set. Okay, so lift it up nice and strong. Point 2, set your feet as fast as possible. You don't want to be doing a lot of steps back and forth, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps setting your feet. If you can take 2, 3 steps maybe the first step back with one foot, other step back, and maybe adjust one time or so, that's going to be great in ensuring that you're ready to go. If you're stepping around, you're going to lose stability, and it's just going to take you longer to set up for the squat. The longer you're holding that weight on your back, the heavier it's going to feel. So get your feet set as fast as possible. And my last point, I guess, with the squat is take it slow. All right, so don't jump into it super fast. Do your warm-up sets, and even when you get up to your working sets, make sure your form is right. And you know, just because you're doing heavier weight doesn't allow you to slack on your form. It actually is more important to keep your form under heavier weight. Heavier weight, you have a higher chance for injury. You know, a lot of other things could go wrong rather than doing it with a lighter weight. Granted, some people are careless with a lighter weight and more careful with a heavier weight. You know, just a lot of things, when your body is under a lot more load, more things can go wrong. So those are my tips for the squat. I also did bench press. I didn't record too many sets, but I'll play a couple here. Today was 5 sets of 4 with the last set being an AMRAP. I didn't record my AMRAP because I didn't want this to be super long. And so the last AMRAP set, I actually got 18 reps. That is a rep PR for me. I'm feeling really good. I was feeling pretty tired and sore going into it since I did push it pretty hard with that slingshot on Wednesday. And but all in all, it was a really, really good day lifting. Everything's coming along, feeling good. And yeah, couldn't be happier. So I think this has been a pretty long clip so far. It is late, it's almost 8 o'clock. I almost never train this late. We still have to go to the grocery store. We still have to go home and eat. We gotta do a lot of things. So let's get on with it. So we just finally got home from the grocery store. It is now, oh, I just stepped on Kona's tail, sorry. 9:38, 9:40. Just got home. Typically we're in bed at this point. Like the past 2 days. We've been in bed at like 8:30. And it's been nice. And before I get to my next point, I want to show you guys a macro hack that Yami showed me today. I don't know why she's been hiding this. She's
because I've been on prep for a year.
But it is this. Hormel chili. Turkey, no beans, 98% fat free. So for the entire can, okay, get this, the entire can, there's 6 fat, 32 carbs, and 46 protein. Protein hack if I've ever heard one.
And that's a lot.
Like, that's insane. That's I'll show it. It's on the stove right now. It's a lot. It's heating up. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna put it over some rice. It's gonna be real good. Poor man's poverty.
But like, not poor. It's like heavenly because it's so
really good. But like, it's cheap. That can was $2, and I don't think you can beat it. Volume galore. But anyways, on to my final point of this video as far as building muscle, building strength. Get your rest, people. Another part of fitness where I find a lot of people have their downfall is getting enough sleep. So you could be training your ass off, you could be eating right, but if you're getting like 3, 4, maybe even 5 hours of sleep a night, your body's not gonna recover, it's not gonna be able to build, okay? So make sure that you are getting plenty of rest. It's so important to make sure you're getting enough sleep at night. But with that being said, that's gonna do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you learned something. Please comment below if you did enjoy it, and you know, let me know what you thought. I enjoyed doing this video, I enjoyed being very informative. I know it was a lot of talking and not much doing, but I'm fine with that. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up the vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching, I appreciate it. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you have not already. More videos coming at you, but for now, I'm gonna eat my chili.